Maria had worked on Carnival cruise ships for 12 years, but the morning she opened Anna Kepner's cabin door, she didn't step into a room. She stepped into a nightmare she will never forget. She had been with Carnival for 12 years and thought she had seen everything. Drunk passengers, overflowing toilets, the occasional stolen towel. Nothing prepared her for what she saw on the morning she found Anna. The room looked normal at first glance. Beds made, or attempted. Suitcases zipped. Then she noticed the pile of life vests in the corner, 6 or 7 of the bright orange ones that hang in every closet, stacked like someone had a pillow fight with safety equipment. Maria nudged the pile with her vacuum. Something didn't feel right. She pulled one vest away and saw the edge of a white ship blanket. Another vest. Another. Then a bare foot. Toenails painted the same baby blue as the Carnival logo. She dropped the vacuum and ran. By the time security arrived, the entire deck corridor was in a panic. Crew members formed a human chain to keep passengers away, while the ship's doctor crawled under the bed and confirmed what everyone already feared. Anna Kepner had been folded almost in half to fit in the narrow space, blanket twisted tight around her like a makeshift body bag. Her face was turned toward the wall. The family had reported her missing only an hour earlier, casually, almost like they expected her to turn up at the buffet. The stepmother told guest services Anna was probably off taking selfies somewhere. She wasn't. The life vests became the most chilling detail of all. Anna's stepbrother had taken the time, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, to carry them one by one from the closet and stack them on top, as if the bright orange plastic could hide what he'd done. Investigators say that kind of staging almost never happens in crimes of sudden passion. It takes planning. It takes calm. It takes someone who knew exactly how long they had before the housekeeper's knock. 3 weeks later, those same life vests are locked in an FBI evidence locker in Miami, waiting for DNA that might tell the final chapter of Anna's story. Maria, the housekeeper, hasn't been back to work. Some nightmares even the Caribbean sun can't burn away. According to court filings submitted by Chantel Hudson, her adult son once tried to jump out of a moving car during an argument because he wanted to stay in Hernando County to be with his girlfriend. The mother and stepfather had to physically restrain him just to keep him safe. Currently, both parents agreed that T.H. needed to stay with a relative for safety. But here's the part most people don't know. There's also a DCF investigation into the biological father for allegations of getting physical with the 2 youngest children. Court records say those children refuse to visit him because they're afraid. In today's video, we're breaking down the tragic case of Anna Kepner and her 16-year-old stepbrother. He told her grandparents he doesn't remember what happened, but during his FBI interview, he confessed and broke down. He was then placed on psychiatric hold because he was considered a threat to himself and others. Heartbreakingly, everyone tried warning Anna's dad, but he didn't listen, even though there were clear red flags. In this video, we'll explain why he's in psychiatric care and the legal hurdles prosecutors face with a minor in such a serious case. Don't forget to like and subscribe. During the FBI interview, the teen broke down completely, balled up, crying on the floor and saying he was going to hell after confessing to the things he did to Anna. Authorities quickly called paramedics, taking him to a hospital. At the hospital, he was placed under a psychiatric hold, which is a measure used when someone poses a risk to themselves or others with the goal of stabilizing him and running assessments. While under this hold, psychiatrists and social workers conduct mental health evaluations, observe behavior, and determine whether the minor is competent to participate in legal proceedings. In serious cases like this, holds can extend beyond the typical 24 to 72 hours to ensure the teen's safety and gather the information needed for the investigation. Because Anna's stepbrother is 16, the teen is protected under the Juvenile Delinquency Act, which focuses on rehabilitation over punishment. Juvenile cases are handled confidentially, and charges are often delayed while evidence is reviewed. Prosecutors are looking at multiple types of evidence. Digital communications like texts, social media messages, and call logs. Witness statements from family, friends, and neighbors. Physical evidence from the scene. Prior reports from DCF or other family investigations. Mental health evaluations from the psychiatric hold. Authorities may decide to transfer the case to adult court if the crime is severe enough, considering the teen's age, maturity, and the severity of the act. Additionally, a December custody hearing could reveal more disclosures, especially as his father seeks sole custody of his younger siblings and allegations of neglect have been raised.
Anna Kepner to testify in an upcoming court hearing.
It's tied to a custody case between his wife Anna's stepmother and her ex-husband. West 2's Brevard County reporter Megan Moriarty breaks down the latest in this pretty convoluted case.
18-year-old Anna Kepner of Titusville can be described as a bubbly, kind teenager with a bright future, according to her friends and family. The details surrounding how she died have not been officially released. Here's a timeline of what we've learned over the past 3 weeks. According to the Miami-Dade medical examiner, 18-year-old Anna Kepner died on November 7th, just after 11 a.m. She was on board the Carnival Horizon cruise ship at that time with her father, stepmother, grandparents, and siblings. On November 8th, the cruise ship returned to Port Miami, where Carnival confirmed the FBI began investigating the death of a guest. On November 10th, Temple Christian School, where Kepner was in the middle of her senior year, announced on its Facebook page that the teen had passed away. School leaders encouraged students to decorate Anna's car with balloons and flowers in her memory. On November 17th, new court documents were filed in the divorce case of Kepner's stepmother, Chantel Hudson. In those documents, it lists her 16-year-old stepbrother as a suspect. On November 20th, an attorney for the boy's father said in a court hearing that Anna and her stepbrother were staying in the same room on the cruise ship.
Well, we feel there are some circumstances regarding that, the 16-year-old and the mother's judgment regarding that cruise that would affect, obviously that her ability to care for the minor child, the 9-year-old.
Later that night, family, friends, and classmates gathered at the Grove Church in Titusville for a celebration of life for Anna. Tuesday morning, attorneys for the stepson's biological father filed this subpoena asking for Anna's father to testify in the custody case of the 16-year-old stepson. It does not say what for. Kepner's father is due in court on December 5th. Covering Brevard County, Megan Moriarty, West 2 News.
On Monday, the medical examiner's office for Miami-Dade County told West 2 the ME report is currently part of an ongoing investigation or criminal proceeding and therefore cannot be released at this time. Once the investigation or proceeding has concluded, the records may become available.
Anna was the kind of friend everyone wished they had. Her cheer spirit, her energy, her smile. She lit up every room. One friend wrote on Facebook, "Justice for Anna, she was an absolute amazing friend. I will always remember how competitive she was with cheer. R.I.P. to the best friend that anyone could ever have. From now on, you can't paint me the best sunset in the sky." Her light was taken too soon. Now, all we can do is fight for one thing: justice for Anna. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.